Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining our second series of events, which is what next after lead discovery. So I'm Santosh Mampati, and I'm Chief Product Officer at Atapic. And firstly, a very big thank you to everyone who joined our last session, which is on Smart Lead Generation Program. So today we got something exciting here. So we are picking two businesses, individuals who will be, who will be on the spotlight to share their ideas and pitch. So this session will go like this. Dola, she's going to give us a overview, and Enharo is going to have what to do after lead discovery. So over to you, Dola.
Thank you, Santosh. Thank you everyone for joining us today. Sorry, my audio is it's a little bit noisy where I am, so please bear with me. So I'm going to be giving you a brief overview of what Atapic is and the services that we provide. So we're going to talk about what Atapic is. I'm going to introduce you to my team. I'm going to talk about key features, what's broken in business, and how to solve the right problems intelligently. All right. So Atapic is a modern lead generation and client acquisition platform, an AI-powered workspace built for small business owners, founders, and MSPs. Atapic helps you to run, scale, and secure your operations all in one centralized hub. All right, so next I will be introducing you to my team. We have Enaro Omoruke, our CEO, myself, Dola Adekombi, the COO, and finally Santosh Fanapati, our Chief Product Officer. Okay, so now let's talk about the key features of Atapic. So first we start with our smart lead discovery and enrichment. Atapic helps us to automate lead discovery and enrich profiles with verified data, giving you the information of the company, their emails, social insights, and giving ready-to-use contact leads, reducing your time significantly in doing research. And lead discovery AI agents. Atapic helps deploy AI agents that automatically discover, find, qualifies, and outreach these leads, learning from your business, saving you so much time and letting you focus on what really matters. And lastly, we have our LinkedIn content scheduler. And this will help you to generate your content, schedule it to fit your ideal client profile, and help you drive the right clients to your LinkedIn. So what's broken in business today? We have a lot of scattered tools and fragmented workflows. Most businesses rely on 6 to 10 different platforms to get their work done. The data is scattered across systems, creating a lot of friction, and there is no one single unified space to manage leads, send emails, and do a lot of analytics. There's also very poor lead quality and slow growth. A lot of teams struggle to find qualified leads with the right verified data. And when it's time to outreach those leads, it's manual, it's very slow, and you're prone to error. Also, following up with your emails, tracking your emails becomes very inconsistent, or you can't even find them at all. And now we're going to go to the solutions that Atapic provides. When it comes to smart lead discovery, Atapic helps you to find the right leads, verifies them, enriches them with the right data, helping you send out your outreaches, and gives you an email sequence, tracking your engagement and following up with your clients. For lead discovery AI agents, it helps deploy intelligent agents to find these leads in real time, learns from your businesses, and actions to automate future tasks. It reduces a lot of time. So all this time that you're going to use to manually find these leads, it helps you do that automatically. So you become more productive and get what you need to get done right on time. And our LinkedIn content scheduler will generate these posts for you. You can schedule them well in advance, so you don't have to do it every single day. So you have all your work automated for you. All right. Thank you guys for listening to this, and over to you, Enaro.
Awesome. Hi, thank you everybody for showing up today. I really do appreciate everyone's time. Uh, and thank you, Dola. Thank you, Santosh. So today is going to be really, really nice because I'm really excited for this one. Not only because of what it's about, but because I believe oh, let me share my screen. Apologies. There you go. But not only do I believe that, I want to think that lead discovery is just the first step. All right. A quick recap on our last event. So on our last event, we talked about what lead generation was, and we said it was just we narrowed it down to three main things, which is attracting, engaging, and converting. All right. So you want to attract your leads, you want to engage with them, and you want to convert them in a systematic way. And the key takeaways that we had was we went with, oh, we have to build smarter systems, we have to approach your value, and the larger your audience, the bigger your pool. But today, we're going to be talking about what's next after lead discovery. We'll try to understand the sales cycle, the lead stages, all right, nurturing and outreach tactics. I'll tell you some stories and some things that we've seen, some data that we've gathered from our research. We'll talk briefly about the Atapic solution. And my most favorable part of the series is the businesses on the spotlight. We have two nice businesses for you guys today. And then after that, we'll talk about implementation, look about some quick statistics, and then we'll just do a quick Q&A. And anyone that wants to stay back afterwards would have so much time to answer any questions and show you some amazing stuff. So firstly, if we ask ourselves, what's the sales cycle, right? Before we even talk about what the stages are, a sales cycle is pretty much how long it takes from a prospect to turn into a client, right? So depending on what your services are or what you're trying to sell or the offer that you have to your clients, it varies, but it's still four fundamental things, right, of a sales cycle. It's prospecting and lead qualification, is nurturing, outreach and engagement, smart engagement. And then after they've shown you interest, it's about negotiating, closing, and finally retention and upsell. But then the main thing I want us to take away from this is there are different types of sales cycles, and the duration might differ just depending on what your offer is. But the lead stages, we're going to focus on the main aspect of turning a cold lead to a warm client, to a client, pretty much, right? And they go through different stages. First, they are cold. They don't know who you are. They don't know anything. So you need to tell them like, oh, this is who I am. This is what I do. This is my services. This is my value to you, right? And then if they need your services or they like what you have to offer, then they become a sales qualified lead. All right. This is where you can then approach all sales. Like one main mistake that I see today in cold emailing and cold outreach is a lot of people go sales first. And it's not really about sales first, it's about building trust with your clients. Because if you look at it just like in real world scenario about dating, you guys are strangers first, then you're friends, and then eventually partners. It's the same thing in business, all right? You need to show them enough for them to trust you. Sales is about trust, especially in 2025, all right? Especially as a small business owner, all right? Sales for you as a small business owner and for me as a small business owner is about trust and timing, not just transactions. It's not about, oh, I just want to sell you this. It's about, hey, look, this is what I do. If eventually you need my services, all right, I am right here for you. Why is nurturing critical? All right, studies have it that only 3% of leads are ready to buy right away. All right, how many times would you see an ad and you're like, oh, I need this right away? You don't. I don't. I see an ad and I'm like, okay, cool. Now I know this. And eventually, whenever I need it, or whenever like that problem occurs, then I think of the solution that I've seen as an ad. Then I think about those things. Just like McDonald's, right? They show us McDonald's all the time on TV. It's not so you can go and buy McDonald's right away. It's so like whenever you're hungry and you see that McDonald's sign, you'll be like, oh, I saw this already. Let me go try this out. All right. But there are critical things as a small business owner that you have to have in place before you can even begin nurturing. You need to narrow down your ICP. All right. You need to also have authentic follow-up strategies, not just, oh, I'm following up on this message. No, like anybody that cold emails me personally and they just tell me like, oh, I'm following up on this, I'm following up on this, I don't pay any attention to that. But then if the first email is an introduction email, like, hey, this is what I do, and this happened to us recently at a topic, whereas we had a vendor just say, this is what I do, here is my services, nothing else again. And after that, it was like, oh, here's an article that we wrote concerning this problem. It's like, oh, cool. That got me engaged. And then finally, then he threw an offer out to me with a free audit. I was like, wow, okay, now I'll follow up on that offer. And eventually was able to upsell me. All right. So the main thing is having authentic follow-up strategies. Right. It's not just about being all sales like whenever you're nurturing. It's about giving them something valuable. And tactics that we use at a topic and that we see that's working out in the industry is having personalized emails and then having value-driven content. I mean, whenever you're reaching out to your potential client, you're giving them something valuable, all right? And then timely follow-ups, not constant bugging, but in a way at which you are telling them your services, you're giving them your offer, and they know what you do. And some key factors in conversion is trust and credibility. Trust and credibility is number one, right? Because nowadays people buy from you. They want the human interaction. I saw a post recently on LinkedIn, and this person is a CEO. I think he's in Greenville down here, and he was complaining. He makes chocolate wines, nice company, and he was complaining about HubSpot and how he's been a client for HubSpot for the past 10 years, and he had some issues or something, and they just threw him like, "Oh, you have a contract, you have to pay." They didn't want to hear anything, and then he came on social media, and then he, gave us his thoughts, and then that just hit me. I made a comment on that, and I said, "Yeah, business nowadays is not just about the dollars that you can get from the person. It's about making sure that you are addressing things, that you are giving them something of value. You're not just trying to take money away from people. You are exchanging your valuable offer for the monetary reward, I would say." Some common mistakes that we see is there's no follow-up strategy, right? Overloading prospects with irrelevant messages and lack of tracking and analytics. You want to know what's working. You want to know how best you can optimize, especially as a small business owner. As a small business owner, you want to take those steps and you want to fail quick and fast, right? You want to try out many things so that you can figure out exactly what's going to work. And then once you figure out what's going to work, then you have smart outreach. And guess what? In 2025, smart outreach is equals to better conversions. And a topic solution is so simple. We help you do it in real time, give you real-time data. We automate it to help you save time and reduce all the manual tasks that you have to do. The research time is cut down to a minute or two. And it's built in with tracking and analytics. And that just helps you see your results. You can optimize and figure out what exactly is working for your business. At this point, my favorite part of the session is time for the businesses on the spotlight. First, let's have Mr. John Libretti from Spearhead Leadership. John, I'm going to unmute you now.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Doing well, doing well. Thank you, John.
So, do you want me to just give like a quick like elevator pitch on the business?
Yes, sir. We would like to know what you do. I know what your services are.
Okay, so founder of Spearhead Leadership. I liken it to I consider it being like the bar rescue of your business. We are the high performance management experts that come into your business, small business, large business, sometimes even like specific departments of a company. And we get into the trenches of your day-to-day operations to help you get clear on your actual problems with your team that's keeping you from your long-term goals. And we help you solve those problems with leadership development. We also help train your high performers that you want to promote to become managers and supervisors. We train them to become skilled leaders as well, so that there's no performance gap between them in their individual role and then them being a manager of a full team.
So, John, I have a question for you. Amazing stuff that you do. And if you guys don't follow John, you should follow him. He has some really great content. So, John, my question to you is, whenever you want to reach out to your prospect, how much research do you have to do to figure out how best to approach this ideal lead of yours?
I have to do, it's not so much a lot of in-depth research as it is a lot of manual work. So I look for businesses when we're talking cold outreach, cold prospects. My research is dedicated to finding people within the industry I'm looking at in the niche that has that common problem. Right now, I'm focusing on the tech industry, the small business, like tech startups, the business owners, the executives in tech companies like IT software, consulting companies like that. And then I'm looking for the decision makers in there to start conversations with them, build relationships, and then from there kind of go into like the discovery portion of identifying their problems to see where my solutions can come into play for them. So it's not so much as like researching the company and a whole lot of like the history on it and stuff like that. It's more so the manual time it takes for me to identify a company that's viable, find the individual that's a decision maker that I can actually start a conversation with, and then go out and make that connection.
So amazing what you said when you said start a conversation. That's the part, because everything that you said, right, it's the lead generation cycle, right? Whereas you're identifying your prospects, you're narrowing down your ICP. And then after we do all of that, the main thing is starting that conversation, especially when it's a cold outreach, right? So in terms of like research, the question I wanted to ask person, maybe I didn't frame it well, was how much are you looking into the person that you're about to reach out to? Are you looking at like their current post, their followers, things like that?
Yeah, I look at their work history. I see what they're posting in public on like mostly their LinkedIn, maybe if they have an Instagram profile as well. But I'm looking at the stuff that they post and the things that they seem to care about. And then I'm looking at the particular verbiage they're using in those posts and also their descriptions of their work history. And then finding the alignment to the leadership side where I can help them the most.
Okay. John, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so John, I just because of time,
yeah,
right, everything you said, right, this is what I want to just show you and to the group, right? Because you said you want to look at all this information about the lead. And with the Atapic platform, this is one of the amazing features that we have. This is real-time data, whereas it's going out, it's checking, right, in real time what this person has posted about, what they've, their connection count, followers count, give them an engagement score. But the amazing stuff about this, right, is the deep AI analysis, whereas it's going to come and tell you an engagement strategy, identify any pain points based on the person's digital footprint. It will tell you a communication style based on how they've been posting and the stuff they've been liking. a time to reach out to them, and potential way, like approach, a recommended approach as to how you can reach out to this potential lead, cutting down the entire time for all those manual tasks to just minutes. Thank you so much,
Yeah,
John.
that's awesome. I can't, like, I'm thinking about it in my head right now, like the hours I would save if I had this months ago.
I know. Thank you so much, John.
No,
At
thank
this
you.
point, I would like to call on Sankar. I had to practice your name, Sankar. Can you please, Navin, go ahead and unmute him, please.
Hi, first of all, really thank you for the opportunity here and great product that you guys are building at Atapic. So this way in which you guys are automating the lead generation process, this is the same way in which we are, we are automating the entire fundraising journey for a founder, right? So moving on with the problem statement that we are solving, right? So whenever you talk to a founder that how have they crafted their pitch decks or any presentations, even for sales or partnerships, so they'll talk about the traditional process. So the process like they'll take out the content from ChatGPT and Gemini, right? For templates, they'll go on Canva, they'll have PowerPoint presentation. This is a very easy part, but the part where majority of the founders still lag is calculating their numbers, their KPIs, their metrics, their benchmarks, which actually matter into their industry. So I like to share an I also like to share interesting data which is released by Forbes that 400 on an average there are around 400 pitches that take place, out of which majority are not able to convert. Not because the idea is bad, but the idea has been put up in a way which is not appealing to the investor. So this is the exact problem we are solving at Zeth. So at Zeth, I'll try to explain you the solution by explaining you the user journey, right? So let's suppose I am a founder. I run an e-commerce company. So whenever you come on our platform, we are going to ask you the four crucial things: your industry, your company name, okay, the stage you're willing to raise for, whether it's a seed or pre-seed stage, and whether you are revenue or pre-revenue. Once you are done with the phase one, in the phase two, we are asking you the description of your company. So again, by the description, I don't really mean, that you go from ChatGPT and take out the content. The description can either be one word also, or it can be one line, right? Once you are done with the phase two, which is the description, based on the insights from both the phase one and phase two, our smart deck engine, our AI, will ask you 20 most relevant questions for your industry and for your stage, which are crafted for you from an investor's point of view, right? So now majority of the investor founders, what they think is that their numbers are really good, but where they lag again is the storytelling format, which is what exactly the investor is looking for. They want to know your journey. How have you been in the part of the process, right? So once you are done with all the 20 questions that we ask you, based on your answers, we are going to convert the same in a storytelling format, right? Once you are done with that, we are going to give you an entire SWOT analysis of a business, also telling you that out of the 10 to 12 slides that we have, which are the most crucial ones, right? So that you can have a good format for the same, and based on that, we are going to generate a pitch deck which is most relevant to your industry. Right? So this
Hey,
is the entire,
Sankar.
yeah.
Sankar,
So
amazing. I like what I hear. I like what I hear, and I love a lot of data.
yeah,
Data. As a business owner, as a founder, as an investor, data is your bread and butter. I was going to show something else, but just because you got me excited about data, I would like to show you some deep data that we get in a topic. All right.
yeah,
So
sure.
first is the email campaigns. All right. You're able to see, and the amazing thing is I just ran some nice campaigns. I was going to show this at the end. My calendar is so booked right now. But you're able to see your click rates, your open rates, right? You're able to see when they do it, how they do it. So let's look at this one. So you're able to see the time at which the person opened it. So that way you can retarget them at
Correct.
that time that they opened the email, right? Another
Absolutely.
amazing thing I like is not only, oh man, my platform is full of amazing data. And guess what? The system uses this to help you scale your business. The amazing thing with the Atapic Place is you can just come in here, set your business on autopilot, and boom, you're good to go.
Done. Makes
Thank you
sense.
so much,
Absolutely.
Sanka. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, guys, for the
Yes, you're
opportunity as
welcome.
well.
Hey, the quick implementation of a topic is free to get started. You get 110 tokens, right? We have released an agent mode, whereas everything that we showed you today is done automatically for you, all right? If you want to join the beta for that, please reach out to me and anybody in my team, and we can get you in that program as well. I already showed the amazing statistics that you can get from the Atapic platform, but now I will take any questions from anybody.
So before to that, I want to show the calendar how we
Oh, okay. Okay. Go ahead, Santosh.
Let me show you because I was excited, right? So yeah. Yep. Oh, my bad. Yeah. This is like our calendar. You can see the screen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we booked up with calls, almost like 25, 30 calls in a week. All just with the help of a topic, agent mode, and we do initially we did with lead search manually, but then gradually when we got this agent mode, then we've been doing this for for a day, for 1 day or 2 days, and then we fed up with bunch of meetings booked. Yeah. That I want to
Yeah,
say.
we had to turn it off. We had to turn it off. Thank you so much, Santosh.
Mhm.
Let's take any questions from people now.
Feel free to raise your hand or put it in the chat.
I have one question. So if we are looking forward to, so we'll definitely use our services, but what if we can also explore some kind of a partnership opportunities with your company? Because I think we majorly are providing those services initially, which will help the founders to scale. We are helping them to validate their ideas in some manner, and you guys are helping them with the lead generation. So this is the two parts which are a good GTM for both the founders, right? So is there any kind of partnership opportunities that we can probably explore?
Yes, we'll talk after this.
Yeah, we will discuss
Oh,
it
We'll
like
talk
one
after this.
meeting. Yeah.
sure. I had this doubt only.
That's okay.
Fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks.
All right. I guess we don't have any more questions. Well, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for your time. You can contact us. This is my emails, Dollar's email and Santosh's email. You can always reach out to us on our phone number. You can always go to our website, book a meeting with us, and Dollar will also be sending you guys our meeting links so you can book any time with us at your availability. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your attention. God bless you all. See you at the top.